This is one in a series of videos about the OPTiMiSe community service booking software.
In this video, we will look in more detail at how to make community car bookings. These bookings are for when a volunteer picks up one or more passengers in their own vehicle. To begin, you just click on the diary slot you want the booking to take place on, selecting the booking type you want from the list that opens up. A journey details form will appear, allowing you to enter information about the booking. The headings with red asterisks next to them must be filled in, while those without can be left if you wish. You will also see little information bubbles scattered down the page. These provide helpful information about certain features. If you are uncertain whether the booking will be required, you can make your booking provisional. Later on, the booking will ask you to confirm that the booking is going ahead. Return type is simply how many legs your journey will have, so either a single journey from pickup point to destination, a return-only journey, generally back to a client's home address, or a full return journey, out to a destination and then back again. Journey category lets you put your booking in a general category for your own purposes. For example, care home visits or shopping trips. These categories are added by an admin, so we'll go over them in another video. Journey date is self-explanatory. This is where you can change the booking's date to the date you desire if you didn't create the booking on the day that you wanted. If you wish, you can set the booking you are creating to repeat. This then allows you to describe how you want it to repeat. So, for example, the client who has requested this booking needs to go on the same journey for 4 weeks. To do this, we just change the statement here to match. Destination is where the driver is taking the passenger, and is usually laid out name first, and then postcode for convenience. OPTiMiSe will remember the destinations you put in over time, and will suggest them when you are typing. Purpose of trip can either be social or medical. This feature allows you to keep track of how many of your trips have been for medical reasons on your quarterly car journeys report. Reports will be covered in other videos. Start time is the time when the driver starts their journey, whether from their own home, your central office, or straight from another journey. This is usually entered during the completion stage, after the booking has taken place, but can be entered now for scheduling purposes if you wish. Arrival time is when the client is scheduled to arrive at the destination, and end time is when the driver finishes their journey, whether arriving back at their start point or going on to another task. This is also entered after the journey has taken place. While not required, the default fare is a useful feature that sets the cost of the booking to a particular amount for all passengers added to the booking. If I set this to £8, we will see how this affects the passengers in a moment. There is also a notes section for any other details your organisation likes to keep track of. The final piece of information needed before we can save this booking is about the passenger. At the bottom of the form, there is a Passengers section. Pressing the Add Passenger button, a small passenger details form appears. Firstly, we can specify whether it is a client or a member of an external group being transported. By pressing Select next to the client or group name area, we are now able to choose one of our organisation's clients or groups, depending on our selection at the top of the form. In this area, we can also search for specific clients or groups. Pressing Select once you've chosen will put your selected client or group into the form. Areas such as Pickup Point and Seats Required are then automatically filled in with the client or group's standard details. These can be overwritten if needed though. For example, this passenger has an extra companion this time round. Once a passenger is selected, a Mobility Walking Aids area will appear, again being filled automatically with the passenger's standard details. The fare section has been filled with the default fare we put in on the last page, £8, but I can change this for this particular passenger if I wish. For example, this passenger is only going to be charged £6. I can also specify who is paying and where the money is coming from below, as well as if money should be used from the client's balance, in case they've prepaid, and if the driver is to collect payment or not. This is covered in more detail in our invoicing videos. Now that I've filled in the passenger details, I can press Save to add the passenger to the booking. If I wish, I can add more passengers using the same method, but our booking is now ready to be saved. We will cover details such as adding a driver and completing the booking in other videos.